It's
It's
good,
kind of
man.
it's kind of annoying, but it's just the way that it is. So,
Yeah, that's just the way it is.
thank you.
Shout out to our sponsors.
Mm-hmm. Not a sponsor, but could be very easily.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. What are you doing these days? As far as like, um, just like making a living.
Yeah, sure.
What you're doing stuff with NTC again now. Um,
Yeah.
kind of give a snapshot of the Poaching clan and what's
Mm.
going on.
So it's interesting. So I one of the reasons why I didn't pursue my teaching degree was because I started gigging and I started doing weddings, playing in pubs, playing in clubs, playing in different environments that I never thought I would have the opportunity, thanks to music. And I saw kind of, yeah, just that massive space for, I guess, the church in general to be at, but for myself specifically also. So that became a great part of what made the dosh for myself, or moolah. And at the time I graduated and I was still working at McDonald's, like, and so I graduated my music degree and I was doing gigs, and also working, yeah, at McDonald's flipping burgers, which is where I met my wife,
Is it really?
Emily. So yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't realize that. Okay, I mean, because that's where Aaron and
Yeah, so
Ash met too,
that's
right?
what
Well,
drew us all together.
at Hungry Jack's though.
Well, yeah, there, but it's interesting because when we moved to the college, we like actually got to know them properly. Well, Aaron, and so because we had always known of each other and did ministry together from afar, from church to church, crossover youth stuff, but never really established an actual friendship or relationship. And I used to tell him all the time when we got really close, and now he's like a best friend. Well, he is a best friend, and oh, he's my best friend. I should say he's my best friend. Sorry, as if you're listening. You're my best friend, man.
You know he's
You're my
listening.
chingle chingle, as they say in Korea. But it's funny because I used to
Oh,
say to
whoa,
him when
whoa,
we
whoa,
got
whoa!
close,
There's a lot that happened right there. We'll have to come back to it sometime.
nah, but you know why? It's because we're the exact same dude. Like,
Oh,
it's
it was
like,
a mirror for you. You were looking in the
yeah,
mirror, yeah?
pretty much. And it was just so interesting. And so now we're just so tight. And yeah, so
That's scary for your wives. I would just say that.
it really is, because they are also very similar. They're very different, but they're also very similar. And the fact that they're both white Australians is not the only reason. Before people say, "Oh, it's because they're both white Australians, mate," but um, it's more than that, more than that. And so yeah, so I right now I'm obviously not gigging it really at all. So I managed to pick up some NDIS work, which is through like the National Disability Services.
Yeah.
And I do like one-on-one music mentoring. I do music workshops for like disadvantaged youth, but also just for schools and motivational speaking. So even with that, because I really felt drawn to do teaching, because I really love teaching, whether it was in Sunday school or youth growing up. But we fast forward. I'm not a high school music teacher, but I'm still teaching, and I'm doing what I thought I'm doing what I always wanted to do, just in the way that I didn't think I could do it.
Right.
And so
Yeah, yeah.
that's pretty much at the moment what pays the bills. And yeah, each of those things I'm really passionate for. And yeah, at times I'll do programs at juvenile detention centers, and just, yeah, music is just such an amazing art form that translates into so many different fields of life. And so yeah, I've been very thankful for that. And then obviously with the church, yeah, as a youth pastor, young adults pastor, associate pastor, whatever, but just a young guy, just a youth pastor that doesn't want to be a pastor but knows that he's called to pastor people in all walks of life.
Okay, what voice is that? Who,
I
who,
don't
who are
even
you
know.
who are you mocking right now?
I don't even know, man. I
It
feel
got,
like I'm mocking my 70-year-old self, just looking back on my life.
it's Chang Back to the Future. I love it. Love it.